Hey guys, it's Dr. Witten, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that I really love. It's sacred geometry. I've always been drawn to sacred geometry. In fact, it's part of my logo. And there's something just so mystical and magical about sacred geometry. It's the order, it's the way that nature organizes itself. But before we get too into it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. We have daily content that we've been posting, lots of fun stuff, a lot of great health information. So I've always been drawn to beauty and magic in all forms: nature, art, music, people, interesting, unique architecture like the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. Now, I don't know that much about sacred geometry or mathematics, but I know a few things that are worth knowing. My life's work has revolved around combining interesting and great ideas in new and useful ways in order to access our full potential in this lifetime and lead brilliant, beautiful, purposeful lives. My body and mind have been my laboratory, and I always practice on myself and my patients. This leads me to Fibonacci and phi. These are well-known concepts within the world of sacred geometry. The Fibonacci sequence is a number series derived from adding the two previous numbers to get a third number, starting with 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 is 1, 1 and 1 is 2, 1 and 2 is 3, 2 and 3 is 5, 3 and 5 is 8, and so on. Obviously, the numbers get large quickly and go on to infinity. But we see the numbers 3, 5, 8, 13, and they show up quite often in nature. For instance, a pine cone contains 8 spiral arcs going out from the center in a clockwise direction and 13 spiraling arcs in the counterclockwise direction. Many flowers and leaves are built around the pentagonal angles with 5 petals. When you start looking and counting, you will find others with 3, 8, and 13 little petals and leaves. It's the mathematics of God, of nature. It's divine order. They are the angular configurations requiring the least energy, where the molecules settle into place with the greatest ease. It is grace and beauty in form. So how do we integrate the mystical power of nature into our cells and tissues, into the invisible vortexes, chakras, and toroidal energies moving within and around us? In the field of health and human potential, we are seeking such a state of ease. It is the opposite of dis-ease, what true doctors aim to resolve. Health is about balance and ease. It is about regeneration. Things break down and are repaired perfectly, according to a clear biological blueprint. So how do we integrate these sacred energies in our bodies and use this geometrical information to achieve very high function into the 8th, ninth, 10th decades and beyond? If we let go of our beliefs about aging, what is the potential of senior athletes for strength, speed, flexibility, and endurance? Before I unravel the secrets to this puzzle I've spent 3 decades contemplating and experimenting with, I want to introduce a little number called phi. Like pi, it is a number that goes on forever. The number is 1.618033988749894848820, and so on. But we can refer to it as 1.618. So remember that number, or phi. Now, there are a few mystical properties around this phi number. For instance, phi squared is 2.618. In other words, phi squared is exactly equal to phi plus 1. Also, the reciprocal of phi, 1 divided by phi, is 0.618, or exactly phi minus 1. If I could draw it out, I could show many remarkable features of this number. When you divide a line where one segment is 1.618 times longer than the other segment, you have what is known as the golden ratio. The bisected line segments of a pentagram are divided in this perfect ratio. Here we see the red line is 1.618 times longer than the green line. The green line is 1.618 times longer than the blue line. And once again, you have the same phi ratio between the blue line and the purple line. It is a ratio that shows up in nature over and over again. It is how we perceive beauty. The closer to phi the ratios between the measurements on a face, from the outer edges of the eyes, the mouth, and the nose, the more beautiful and balanced the face appears. I don't do many videos about this aspect of my work because to fully comprehend this requires learning the advanced level work I've developed since 1993, which I teach through videos. But through muscle testing and the energetic healing principles I've discovered, we are able to find out if our body holds resistance to or is not aligned with this state of perfect energy flow in our organs, connective tissue, chakras, meridians, and more. We can then remove anything that is blocking us from being aligned with this perfect ratio phi at any dimension of our being. And when that happens, the body heals miraculously quickly, and we perform physically, mentally, and creatively like a superhuman. If you're interested in being a master healer and learning this work, go to wittenmethod.com and join my live muscle testing Zoom course and get the Witten Method Basic Series virtual course. See you soon. All the best.